Let's now go across to the IPO of the day. One IPO has opened today, Mankind Pharma. Of course, a very, very strong brand. Mr. Rajeev Juneja, Vice Chairman and Managing Director at the company, is now with us. Sir, thanks so much for taking out time for us. Important day in the history of the company. But can you just talk about majorly all the big players in India drive big chunk of the revenue from US, other markets? You just have about 2-3% of exports. What's keeping you away from exports, and going ahead, how will this number be seen?
Right from beginning, our philosophy has always been, having a very focused approach. Look at the journey of Mankind in 95 when we started. For a good number of years, our focus was only in the northern side of India. We are 27 years old in UP, maybe 26 years old in Punjab and Haryana. So we have evolved slowly and gradually because we thought whatever opportunities are there in those days, even today in India, we should first of all exploit those opportunities to the fullest. And that's one reason you'll find Mankind is a very unique company, deepest penetration. We cover 80% doctors. We never followed any pharma company. We made our own choices. We made our own path, actually. When you follow some companies, you are one of the crowd. Plus, today, whatever decisions we took, they proved to be correct. All these US side problems are there, and we are absolutely safe because our 97% sales comes from India only. So we are very happy. We feel India is a very bright spot. We can progress a lot. Economy is growing. Every place, wherever you see, we see brightness in India, and that's why we are very, very happy.
All right. Morning, and I just wanted to get in your outlook, Mr. Juneja, given that a lot of people are interested in the consumer business. That currently contributes just about 8 to 10% of your total revenue. How did you grow in this segment, and what are your plans?
In 95, our turnover was 5 crore rupees. And every year, the thought was, whatever we are doing in 1 year, can we do in 1 month? On this philosophy, Mankind has risen, actually. So 95, 5 crore. 2000, it was 50 crore. 2007, we reached to 500 crore rupees. Then we thought that we should give message to every company that Mankind is no more a small company, because we came from a small town, Meerut. And despite of rising so much, people were still taking us lightly. So when your advertisement comes on newspaper, magazines, television like this, in the end, the brand Mankind was displayed. So that was our answer. And when we were taking this journey, we realized that this is a very big market. So today, look at any product of Mankind in consumer side as well. Man First condom is India's #1 condom. Not only that, we have 30% market share. And now the second step is what? We are premiumizing Man First condom, going towards premium side so that we can have better profitability. On second side, Braga News, it is again #1 brand. 80% market share we take in branding category. But then people can ask, what more can you do? Because our belief is, double, triple, 4 times, 5 times unbranded must be selling in pregnancy cards. So we want to break this unorganized market and take bigger share.
Okay, so that's the take coming in on how you want to make your market share bigger. But the investor community wants to have some clarity on the acquired Panacea's brand as well, given that it was termed as a bit of expensive valuation. What was the rationale behind doing this, and going forward, what kind of synergies and growth do you see?
Ideally, whenever we look for any kind of acquisition or for any company, the acquisition should really complement, add value to the existing company. And that is what we basically saw. In last 27 years, we saw many offers were there, but we never went for those offers. So what Panacea products brought to Mankind? #1, their transplant business. It's a very, very premium kind of a business. There are approximately 2,000 doctors who do kidney transplant or liver transplant. Out of those 2,000 doctors, a few hundred doctors control 60% or does 60% work. Entering those doctors' chamber is very, very tough. We asked a question, can we create this kind of a portfolio ourselves? The answer was no. This is one. The second, they offered us one patented product, sitcom. which is for hemorrhoids, for piles. How many products in India are having patent? So we feel this product can grow multi-fold. This can be exploited to the fullest. One more brand, which is number 2 in its category, Glyzate and anti-diabetic. That too is wonderful. And not to forget that Nimulid is also coming, which would help us in coming in this Nimulid Diclo category by launching Nimulid Diclo cream, lubrificant. And on the top of it, the gross margin of Panacea product is more than Mankind. And once these products have started coming to us only for a good number of months, 9-10 months, Panacea guys were manufacturing for us. But once they will come to us, the gross margin, we hope, further go up.
So when we look at Mankind, gross margin is better than some of the peers. What gives you the edge over peers?
Our manufacturing 75% is in-house. That's the one thing. If you look at any other pharma company, you'll find that most of the companies, when they export something, they manufacture in-house. Otherwise, it's all third party. But since we manufacture 75% of our products in-house, so we have two advantages. Number one, we can have double, triple quality checks. Number second, we end up saving 10, 15, 20% margin, which we give otherwise to a third party. And despite of keeping lower prices, we still can make good profits. So edge basically comes because we make our 75% products in-house.
If you could give us some visibility on the licensing agreements as well that are related to products, products like diabetes, heart failure, etc.
Only 10 months back, we got our first in-license product from Novartis. The name is Naptas. Sacubitril valsartan. This is basically being given in heart failure. Only topmost cardiologists can buy this. Only a wealthy patient can buy this. It can be prescribed in biggest of the hospitals, and best of the practitioners can prescribe this. So very meekly, Notice people asked how much can you sell in 9-10 months? Can you sell 18 crore rupees sales? You'll be surprised to know that we did 32 crore rupees sales. And this year in IQVIA, best launches, it is number 2 brand. So sometimes back, people used to say, you have done good, you're bottom up. In your bottom up approach, you have reached a good level. But in top hospital, top doctor's chamber, you're not present. So the proof of the pudding is in the form of Naptas. Like we could really do good in that.
Okay, but given in the last 3 years, the revenue as well, the 2 years were pandemic impacted. So what was your growth delta over IPM in the past few years, and what's the expectation on a normalized basis going forward?
Historically, whatever we have mentioned in our RHP, our growth versus Indian pharma industry is 1.3 times. In chronic side, our growth is even better. It is 1.4 times. As I mentioned you, in 2018, chronic segment contribution in Mankind sale was around 28%. 6-7 months back, it was 33%. Now it is 34%. And I mentioned you earlier as well that our focus is towards chronic side. So all guns are firing towards chronic side for consumer side. And hopefully we'll do good.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us today, and all the best for the IPO as well as listing. We'll speak with you once the listing happens as well.